Every single day, the world crunches through millions of bags of potato chips. But have you ever wondered how a dirt... Welcome to the Mega Factory! Inside these walls, raw potatoes are washed, sliced, fried, and...
This facility operates 24/7, processing over 300,000 pounds of potatoes daily. That's it.
Invented by accident in 1853 by chef George Crumb to appease a picky customer, the chip has evolved from an artisanal...
Americans alone consume 1.85 billion pounds annually. But before we get the crunch, we need the spud. Let's head to the loading docks. It starts here. Trucks carrying 50,000 pounds of potatoes are tipped backward by hydraulic lifts, unloading the entire cargo in minutes. These aren't grocery store potatoes. They are chipping potatoes, varieties like the Atlantic or Snowden, bred for high starch and low sugar. Quality control is instant. If the sugar glucose levels are of 0.0335%, first machine is the Destoner. Using simple physics, potatoes float in the water flume while heavy rocks and field debris sink to the bottom. Potatoes are stored in massive, climate-controlled dark rooms. Light is the enemy. It turns potatoes green and bitter. When production calls, the potatoes ride a water flume, a gentle river that transports them to the washing station without bruising. This factory processes so many potatoes that if you line them up, they'd circle the manufacturing floor 500 times a day. The rotary washer acts like a giant shower. High-pressure jets blast away the field dirt while the tumbling action scrubs the skins.
Sustainability is key. The muddy water is filtered and recycled back into the system, saving millions of gallons a year.
Spinning nylon brushes polish the potatoes, scrubbing deep into the pores to ensure we are frying vegetable, not dirt.
Vibrating tables sort them by size. Potatoes smaller than a golf ball fall through the cracks and are sold for hash browns. Lasers scan every single tuber. If they detect green skin, a sign of the toxin solanine, a precise air jet, the rejection system is ruthless. Only perfect potatoes make the cut. The waste is collected for cattle feed. Clean, sorted, and sized. They are ready to be undressed. It's time to remove the skins.
They enter abrasive peelers. Imagine a tumble dryer lined with sandpaper. The rough walls grind the skin off in seconds.
Some lines use steam peeling. High-pressure steam cooks just the skin for 6 seconds, loosening it from the raw flesh.
When the pressure drops, the moisture under the skin flashes into steam, literally exploding the peel off the potato.
The result is a perfectly naked potato. The waste peel is sent to a biogas plant to generate electricity for the factory. Inspectors do a final visual check, trimming any dark spots or eyes that the machines missed.
Now, they line up single file in high-speed water chutes, racing towards the most dangerous machine in the building.
The slicing deck. These centrifugal machines spin at 4,000 RPM. Precision is about to meet speed.
Centrifugal force pushes the potato against 8 stationary, razor-sharp blades. It doesn't chop, it shaves.
The slices are cut to exactly 0.07 inches thick, or about 1.7 millimeters. Consistency ensures they fry evenly.
For ruffles or wavy chips, we simply swap the flat blade for a corrugated one. The physics remain the same.
A single potato yields about 36 chips. This deck processes 5 potatoes every second, creating a potato snowstorm.
Blades are replaced every 90 minutes. A dull blade tears the cells, which makes the chip absorb too much oil.
Slicing releases sticky white starch. If we fried them now, they would glue together into a giant clump.
To fix this, the slices plunge immediately into a washing tank to rinse off the free starch.
The water turns milky white. This recovered starch is dried and sold for use in bioplastics and adhesives. Washing also removes surface sugars, preventing the chips from turning dark brown, the burnt toast look. Gentle paddles agitate the slices to ensure no two are stuck together. We want individual, free-floating chips. Water is dangerous in a fryer. High-velocity air knives blast the slices at 100 miles per hour to strip away surface moisture.
The slices are now clean, starch-free, and surface dry. They are ready for the main event.
They approach the continuous fryer, a massive stainless steel river of oil holding 3,000 gallons.
Into the Inferno. The slices drop into the hot oil, kicking off a violent dehydration process.
The oil is kept at exactly 365 degrees Fahrenheit. The water inside the potato flashes into steam, creating the bubbles.
As steam escapes, a small amount of oil rushes in to take its place. This is what creates the crispy texture.
It takes exactly 3 minutes. The Maillard reaction turns the sugars golden brown and creates the savory flavor. Rotating paddles keep the chips submerged. Without them, the chips would float and cook unevenly.
For kettle-style chips, we use batch frying. The oil cools down initially, creating a harder, crunchier texture.
Fresh oil is constantly added. The entire volume of the fryer turns over every 8 hours to keep the taste fresh.
Sensors monitor the chip color. If they are too dark, the computer adjusts the temperature or time automatically.
The white clouds above the fryer aren't smoke, they're pure steam. A single line evaporates tons of water per hour.
When the bubbling stops, the water is gone. Moisture has dropped from 80% to just 1.5%.
They emerge golden and beautiful, but they are scorching hot, about 300 degrees.
They are also glistening with excess oil. Gravity drains some of it back into the tank.
To reduce fat, a steam curtain strips surface oil away without making the chips soggy.
Post-fry cameras look for sugar burns, dark brown spots. Defects are blasted out with air.
You can't season a hot chip. The powder would melt. They must be cooled first.
They enter the cooling tunnel to lock in the crunch.
Vibrating conveyors spread the chips into a single layer. This prevents hot spots and helps them cool evenly.
Ambient air is pulled through the mesh belt. In minutes, the temp drops from 300 degrees Fahrenheit to room temperature.
As the oil solidifies, the chip structure hardens into that glass-like rigid crispness we love. Automated systems remove clusters, chips stuck together. These hold moisture and can go stale.
Moisture sensors ensure the level is below 1.5%. Any higher, and the batch is rejected for being chewy.
Listen to that. The high-pitched rattle is the sound of a perfect fry. They are now ready for flavor.
The stream splits. Some stay as classic salted, while others head to the seasoning drums.
This is the seasoning drum. It rotates constantly to tumble the chips, exposing every curve.
First, a microscopic mist of oil is sprayed. This acts as the glue to hold the powder.
Then, the flavor storm. For BBQ, it's a mix of paprika, sugar, tomato powder, and smoke flavoring.
We aim for exactly 12% seasoning by weight. Electrostatic charging helps the powder cling to the chip magnetically.
Next door, sour cream and onion is running. The green specks are dehydrated parsley.
Cross-contamination is a major risk. Drums are deep cleaned between flavors to protect people with allergies.
Seasoning is the most expensive ingredient, more than the potatoes. Precision dosing saves millions. The chips exit the drum evenly coated. No bland chips allowed. From ketchup in Canada to seaweed in Asia, the base chip is a canvas for global tastes. Seasoned and ready, they ride the bucket elevator to the packaging deck high above the floor. Safety first. Every chip passes through a metal detector. Even a shaving of steel stops the line instantly.
In the lab, we test the fracturability. A perfect chip should crunch at 63 decibels.
Chemists verify salt and fat levels. Consistency is why you trust the brand.
Sensory panelists taste samples every hour. Machines can measure salt, but only humans can judge deliciousness.
We also check chip density. If they are too light, the bag will look empty.
Passed and approved. Welcome to the packaging hall, a forest of silver machines.
The multi-head weigher is a mathematical genius. It combines different buckets to reach exactly 150 grams in milliseconds.
As chips drop, we blast in nitrogen gas. It pushes out oxygen to prevent staling and creates a protective air cushion. The vertical form fill seal machine forms a bag from a roll of foil, fills it, and seals it 100 times a minute. That empty space isn't to rip you off. It's a purposeful airbag to protect the chips during shipping. Heat jaws clamp down at 150 degrees Celsius, creating an airtight seal. Lasers etch the time and date. We can trace a bag back to the exact minute it was made. A final check weigher verifies the weight. If it's light, an air jet rejects it instantly. Robotic spiders grab the bags gently with suction cups and pack them into shipping cases. Palletizing robots stack the boxes, and they are wrapped for the road.
From a dirty potato to a sealed box in under 45 minutes. These chips will be on shelves within 24 hours.
It's a symphony of speed, science, and scale, all to deliver that perfect, satisfying crunch.
Thanks for touring the Mega Factory. Which flavor is your favorite? Tell us in the comments and subscribe for more.